I don't want to. I just want to hear Bambino. What do you reckon? Central Cee is an industry plant
If you're saying it like this, yeah, cool. From a young age, the industry, like it's like a scout,
because
like
I remember you did say all the big
yeah,
people
it's
that
like
are big in
academy.
the industry
Like a,
today,
it's like an
they was
academy.
all
Like what is
around
it?
you, man.
It's like being in an academy, yeah.
Yeah.
That type thing. Yeah, like yeah. Cause so you're working, you're already working. I remember working with going to studio sessions with like distortion, like big
Mm,
Distortion is a
yeah,
big producer.
yeah,
yeah. So
Big
this is
producer.
yeah, man.
so like this was like this is 5 6 years ago, bro. Like so
Listen, Distortion, he works with the biggest artists around the world. Yeah. He's in London, but he works with the biggest artists in the world. So if you man are linking him at that age, then boy,
yeah.
But
So
who was
I
orchestrating that though? Like, because he must have had. Because usually with an industry plant, there's usually a
was it
manager
Morgan
who
Keys that
grooms
was
them.
getting that done?
yeah, Morgan Keys, yeah, bro. Yeah,
Morgan
he's
Keys.
helping,
And
bro. He's
Morgan
Morgan
actually
Keys,
Keys,
Morgan Keys
yeah.
was Central C's manager at one point.
no. I don't know. I don't know if it was manager, but that was like he was helping still.
It was
Like I
helping.
don't can't. Yeah, like he was plugging them. Do you get?
Okay,
He was plugged in.
because I know Cench, yeah, back in, but he was independent though. That's how he ended up managing to sign that big deal with Warner and is it Universal and
Yeah,
Sony or
and
Warner and Sony? So
yeah.
I'd assume because when I look at an industry plant, I'd think that with an industry plant, it's a label who signed you on like a 10 album deal and then they groom you, and then that's how I would see an industry plant. Or if you have a manager who's well connected in the industry who grooms you into the industry, like that's how I would see
No,
it.
but what if you have some like you're just like good with the people that's in the industry, they're fond of you. You don't need to sign no deal, but they just like alright, cool. They're just
Yeah,
plugging
so
you like
But that's
yeah. And
networking though. In the industry for music, you have to be cool with people. You have to have friendships,
yeah.
relationships.
So then
no, but
that's what
when they're like paying for your studio sessions
That's
and
different.
like
That's different. That's different if they're paying for the
yeah
studio
yeah, 'cause I
sessions.
remember Bambino when I interviewed you, you said that like Morgan Keys, he was paying for Central C's like studio sessions.
yeah. You're
I know
right.
what I
So, but
mean,
I just
and
yeah, you're right. But that's what I'm trying to
because
say. I can't.
But do you
Yeah,
not think
I
but
can't say he was his manager, but yeah, that's one. Yes,
but
shit like
but
that.
but do you not think he was doing that to invest in him? Maybe.
Yeah, yeah,
yeah, but
yeah.
that's how some of these men get these artists in early. Like you don't sign straight away, you know. Like what they'll do is they'll build a rapport with you, they'll build a relationship
Yeah.
with you. Like they'll tell you about what we can turn you into. Just follow what we tell you, and then once you hit a certain age or stage, we're gonna invite you in. We're gonna, you're gonna sign a deal. Blah blah. It doesn't really work like that. That's what I see as an industry plant, where they slowly groom you into the industry. And then once you're fully in there, they've already got you as a product that they want you to be.
But I'd say that I hear that as, but
Yeah,
let's say
I
I'm a
think well,
rapper. Let's say I've been grinding. Let's say I've been doing my thing, and then somebody discovers me, and then they
let me
then take me on the blueprint to get into the industry. How would take me onto the path to get into the industry? How does that make me an industry plant? I'm just
Well,
making music.
no. So you're a rapper and you was grinding and then you got signed.
Not necessarily signed, but then I get found by an A&R or someone who's connected, and then they do the grooming process. No diddy. Does
The
that
group, well,
does that make me an
grinding.
industry plant?
It depends. It depends, like what, because your average artist is grinding. Like the same logic you just said. Your average artist is grinding, putting out music,
Yeah.
and then once they hit a certain stage, an A&R approaches them. They bring them to the label. They propose a deal that they want to offer them, and if the artist signs the deal, he signs the deal. Like that's not really being an industry plant. That's
Mm.
just you working hard. You've hit certain levels as an artist, and now labels want to sign you.
So what would
Like
the
you're not an
difference be?
industry plant because
What
of
would the
that.
difference be between that and an industry plant then? Give me the differences between that.
An industry plant, so an industry, the difference is like they've kind of groomed you and they've trained you into what they want you to be beforehand without any contract signed. no money, no nothing has been given to you. All they've told you basically is, we're gonna turn you into this, we're gonna help you do this, so you can be this, 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 and this. And once you reach a certain stage, then they're gonna offer you what they need to offer you, and then that's when you're signed. Like that's what I feel as if an industry plant is. Like, in terms of like what you're saying before, or like you're grinding and then you get approached by A&R and then they offer you a deal. No, that's how the majority of
That's
artists
every
get
artist,
their,
bro. That's
like,
that's what
yeah,
he. That's
every
what he.
artist,
Yeah, it's every artist.
every artist. But as an industry plant, you are groomed and trained like way before you've even signed the deal.
And do you reckon? Do you reckon that's as?
That's me.
Not nah, because a comment said as is an industry plant. Now
Well,
Fashion Road man said an industry plant is like Tyler. I work with Spotify and the team like her, so they slapped her in the playlists and helped her build her career. All right, okay.
no, but she was
Yeah,
probably
but
signed already.
So wait. So
Putting an
cool.
artist
So
on a
wait, was
playlist,
Ice Spice?
that's
So
the
wait, was
label's
Ice
job though, no?
was Ice Spice the industry plant?
Ice Spice. She popped
I
up
don't
out of
know.
nowhere. I think she's an industry plant.
Her apparent, yeah, but then I don't know. It's just complicated, bro. Like I don't know, man.
It is complicated. You need to know the backstory of things. But with Central Cee, you are proof that there's a high chance that he is an industry plant
I don't think
because
he is.
you was there with him throughout the whole journey.
As I don't think that's even true because to be fair, like even when I was in secondary school, all the girls were playing Central Cee, so like he has been doing music. He just built them connections and that network prior to him blowing up, if that makes sense.
To the point where people are paying for your music, and he's Fredo's and Weston's manager, the same label. 10 years later, how much did he sign that deal for? 15 million, 20 million.
Something like that. It was a couple M's, definitely.
Come on, bro, my man's the industry part, man.
Okay, you know what? I'm gonna explain a scenario that I had with a young artist that I was gonna manage that fell through. That I think big up Dan's as well. You're still very talented. And tell me if you think this was gonna make him be an industry plant. All right, so
With this industry plant thing, you never know. It varies. You never know. But with this Central Cee story, everything, because bro, Bambino, you've been there from the start. Everything that you've told us, how is he not an industry plant? Sorry, how is he not?
as you got to do a thumbs up.
Well, thumbs up.
You're fucking
Yeah, there you
the
go.
Discord thing. Yeah, I know Bambino. It never came up for you. It never came up for me either.
Oh,
Everybody give it a thumbs up. Like the video. Like the stream right now.
Yeah, like the video.
Like the stream. bro.
look, even the chat, they're saying Central Cee 100% an industry plant. Like, I'll be honest, like, because as I said in it, Bambino is proof that there's a big chance Dookie is an industry plant in it. Because yes, you can network and all of that, but networking isn't going to get you into certain situations like where people in the industry are paying for your music, like and paying for your like financing your music career like that. You're in the same rooms as like DBE and all of these guys are big today. Like, come on, man. I think he's the industry part, man.
For example, I will say is someone like, for example, Four Bats, who kind of came out of nowhere, started getting all these freestyles, all these features. I'll say that's more for industry plant because there's no backstory on that end. Like the way I view Cench is like he had the talent already. He just needed to get groomed. He made a network with Morgan Keys.
He just needed to get groomed.
No, did he?
No. I'm not even saying that as a no diddy. You just said he needed to get groomed. So if he needed to get groomed, what was they grooming him into?
Why for that?
Obviously, why? You know what I mean? But you guys know what I'm talking about.
I think his thing's more like Drake, like you know how Drake came in, like.
And remember, Drake has been making music before. Drake is an industry plant. We all know Drake is an industry plant. Like that's been proven. You know what I mean? Big up Drake. He's my favorite artist. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
Drake's hard.
But Drake is cold. He's the biggest artist in the 21st century. But he is an industry plant. He's got ghostwriters as well. We know this.
Mm.
But Drake was dropping music and was known way before he got signed. He got signed at 26 years old. He was
Damn.
dropping music before that.
Goddamn. Goddamn.
Even Joe Budden, like there's an interview that he done with Joe Budden before like he got signed in New York. Like even Joe Budden knew about Drake.
But as
like,
the
Drake was known.
question then becomes, does any of this matter?
It don't matter because it doesn't matter what we say. He's still going to
Yeah.
be Central Cee at the end of the day.
Yeah, and it's more like I don't know if UK culture is like really care about like hip hop and like actually do you get it? Like that's why even Kendrick won the fucking the battle with Drake in it, or
Yeah.
I would say he won. Do you get it? Because
Yeah.
but I don't know if UK kind of see it like that. So I think he can bust through, but I think America's more on like.
The target audience that Central Cee's catering for, they don't care about his backstory.
Basically.
You get it? They don't care about his backstory. They don't care about what culture he has. They don't care, bro. They just care about what the music sounds like and does he look cool in his latest tracksuit? Is he wearing the most trendiest stuff that is out right now? The most trendiest trainers? Is he taking pictures with Sloan and Clint? And like that's all they care about. They don't care about if he's authentic and what culture he's they don't care about that.
So yeah, so basically that's what it is. So
that's why, like, even if he is an industry plant, it's not gonna stop or change anything.
Basically,
it's not.
Quite
He's still gonna be Central Cee.
But
he's still gonna achieve what he's gonna achieve.
Yeah, true, 100%. But that's what I'm saying. It's gonna with Drake. You gotta play it right because when you're going to America, I think you need to kind of know what you're doing, bro. Like I think
play your role, really. I think Drake got he got overexcited and he started just moving brazy around people, like piping people's baby mums, like taking people's girls.
You know what it sounds like? You know what? I just saw a comment and it's so true. You see Bambino, you see the whole Cench situation, like the situation with the deal and that. It does sound like they were just it sounds like they were liaising with you to get closer to Cench. To keep Cench happy. That's what it sounds like.